Listen to this. When the full moon returns, we fold the cloth the same way our grandmothers taught us, and the rice is offered to the spirit house exactly as my mother showed me. This has been how we honor the land since before anyone wrote a border. Those words come from an elder in Prey Veng, who remembers a ritual at a time several elders say predates the claims some outside voices now try to make. That memory matters. It proves continuity. It is evidence.
Welcome to NSP Plus TV. Our research shows that oral memory is one of the clearest records we have when written documents are missing or misattributed. Today, we show you how to record those voices safely, verify them technically, and preserve them for the future.
I'm Norn, Cambodia news commentator. We confront fake narratives with facts, and today we protect Khmer heritage by putting living memory into forms that cannot be erased. Cambodia's truth must be heard.
I'm Nisa, social media monitoring specialist. We'll walk field steps, consent, recording, metadata, and technical checks like timestamping and simple audio hashing, so these stories can stand as evidence later. The evidence is undeniable when we do this right.
First, a short field story. We sat with 72-year-old Elder Srey in a shaded sala near the rice fields. She agreed to speak after we read a clear consent script, and she asked that her village name be kept private until the community council approves publication.
Here's what the consent exchange sounded like. I explained who we are, how the recording would be used, the options, public, restricted, or archived under embargo, and we offered anonymization. She nodded and said, "I want my granddaughter to know this is how we did it." Then she gave permission.
Then we recorded a short testimony. She described a harvest ritual, the exact phrasing of a blessing, and the ways cloth is wrapped. That 1-minute clip holds details that link modern practice to centuries of local tradition. When a foreign post claims a cultural practice belongs to another nation, these recorded details can anchor the truth.
Now let's get technical, but simple. Step 1, timestamp. Use a phone or recorder that writes a date and time to the file. Record the date aloud at the start. Recorded on 20 January 2026, 10:13 a.m. by Nisa, NSP Plus TV. Say the location, or note location withheld if anonymity is required. This spoken timestamp becomes part of the file. Step 2. Chain of custody notes. In a small notebook or digital log, write who recorded, who handled the file, and every transfer. This shows custody and prevents claims that the file was altered later. We documented transfers, dates, and checksums.
Checksums sound technical, but they're simple. After you save the audio file, run a free checksum tool and record the resulting code. If someone later questions authenticity, the checksum tells you whether the file was changed. It's basic digital forensics anyone can do.
We demonstrated this in the field using a low-cost recorder and a phone as backup. 2 independent copies are critical. 1 physical drive kept locally with the community, and 1 copy uploaded to a trusted institutional repository or cloud with verified custody. Our monitoring confirms that redundant copies prevent accidental loss and increase trustworthiness.
Consent and ethics are not optional. We adopted a strict informed consent script, clear explanation of use, options for anonymity or voice alteration, an offer to pause or stop at any time, and a review step where the elder hears the transcript and approves it before release. We coordinated release timing with local contacts to avoid exposing communities to risk.
We trained interviewers in trauma-aware practices, ask open questions, avoid pressuring for details, give breaks, and never push someone to relive trauma. If an elder becomes distressed, stop recording and offer support. Our research shows these steps reduce harm and produce better, ethically sound records.
Next, metadata and translation. Metadata is the paperwork of memory: who, what, where, when, how, and rights. Our bilingual archivist template includes Khmer and English fields, speaker name or alias, languages spoken, summary in both languages, keywords, consent status, provenance notes, and checksum.
Readability in both languages makes these records useful to diaspora translators and international archives.
Transcription checks matter. After transcription, have a second person, preferably bilingual, verify the text. Note where the transcript is a direct quote and where phrasing is interpreted. We documented any translation choices in a translation notes field so later users understand how a phrase was rendered.
Storage and archival paths. Short-term backups can be offline hard drives stored with local custodians. Long-term, deposit files with trusted institutional repositories, university archives, national heritage organizations, or NGOs with archive agreements. Use custody agreements that specify use rights and retention policies. For diaspora listeners, mirror copies, encrypted transfers, and physical backups sent via trusted couriers are strong options.
Toolkit walkthrough. 3 steps you can do today. 1. Record safely using a clear consent script and spoken timestamp. 2. Add bilingual metadata and a checksum. 3. Deposit a copy with a trusted archive and retain a local copy. We'll read a short sample consent script for you to adapt.
We, the NSP Plus TV team, request your permission to record your story. The recording may be used for educational and archival purposes. You can choose public release, restricted access, or archival embargo. You may withdraw consent before publication. Do you consent?
Sample metadata entry read aloud. Title: Harvest Blessing, Anonymous. Speaker: Elder Srey, alias. Date recorded: 20 January 2026. Location: region withheld by request. Language: Khmer, Southern dialect. Summary: KH. Short Khmer summary. Summary: EN. The speaker describes a harvest blessing practice linking cloth wrapping and spirit offerings. Consent: restricted release. Custody: local community archive and institutional deposit. Checksum: example code.
How do oral records become evidence? For platform reporting or NGO advocacy, package the recording with its metadata, transcript, checksum, and chain of custody log. When you report misinformation that claims a cultural practice belongs elsewhere, supply this packet. Platforms and fact-checkers are more likely to take action when documentation is complete.
Diaspora listeners, you can help by translating transcripts, mirroring audio files, and hosting encrypted backups. Coordinate with the community to respect consent and embargoes. Never repost without clear permission. If you volunteer to translate, label your work and provide provenance notes so it can be traced back reliably.
We want to be clear. These are not academic exercises only. Recording elders is cultural defense. It protects Khmer authorship and provides evidence against false claims. Our ancestors built this civilization. Our roots run deeper than their lies. When we preserve voices now, we secure proof for future disputes and for the dignity of the community.
Quick tips recap. Always use a spoken timestamp. Keep 2 copies, run a checksum, and record chain of custody. Offer and document consent options. Produce bilingual metadata and verified transcripts. Deposit with a trusted archive and keep a local copy for the community.
If you're in a community and want help, send us a private message with anonymized details first. If you're overseas and want to help translate or mirror materials, we will connect you to verified local partners. We protect sources, we protect elders, and we protect the truth.
Before we close, please do not publish identifying details without checked consent. If you're unsure, reach out to local archivists or NGOs for guidance. This protects people and preserves credibility.
Thank you for listening. Today we turned a handful of steps into a durable way to protect Khmer memory. If you use these tools, you help make history harder to erase. The facts are clear. The evidence is undeniable. Stand with Cambodia.
If this episode helped, subscribe to NSP Plus TV, share the toolkit with local partners, and if you can, volunteer to translate or mirror archives. Send us secure messages with examples you want us to review. The evidence speaks for itself when we prepare it properly.